Hello and welcome. First, let me thank you for clicking play. Seriously. If you are curious enough to click play, then that's all we need for you and I to become great friends and to really make some changes that are going to be fantastic for both of us. So again, I really seriously thank you so much. Before we get started, let me just touch base on some other news. I've just completed my first 4-part series, The Tao of Drumming on Drumeo. The staff and students over there have been so amazing. I had a great time doing it. I'm so thrilled to be a part of what they do over there. I'm about to start my second series this Saturday called Chi Drumming over there on Drumeo. Now, I'm sure most of you are members at Drumeo already. If you're not, get on over there, sign up. You don't want to miss out on it. If you and I have not had any private lessons yet, definitely contact me. We can do some really good stuff. Now, my drum lessons are based on a concept I created called drum yoga. And that's kind of what I wanted to do here was on YouTube. I wanted to bring a little bit of what I'm doing on Drumeo, what I do with my students privately, what we're working on with my instructional DVD that's coming out down the road. We wanted to kind of bring a little bit of it here on YouTube every week for you to actually get some benefits from it as well and to see what it is that I'm doing. But before we can even get started with that, I want to just talk to you really quick about the word yoga. Everybody has this misconception that yoga means putting on tights, grabbing your little rubber mat, running off to some gym, doing some crazy Cirque du Soleil type poses and stretches, with incense burning in the background and monks chanting in the corner. And this could partially be right for some people, but it's not what it means to me, and it's not what the word yoga actually means. Yoga has been around, the word yoga has been around for thousands of years. It's used in various cultures all around the world. But what the word means in its simplest form, in its essence, is a balance between self and life. A balance between self and life. And it's very simple, and if you sit and think about it, you'll understand what it means. So how do we balance our lives, physically and mentally? Well, you eat better, you exercise a little bit, you really focus and hone in on your craft, you be good to yourself, you be good to the people around you, and you live a pretty good life, right? It sounds simple enough, I know. I know it's a lot easier said than done as well. But as a drummer, how does any of this benefit me? How do I incorporate this into my drumming and in my life? Is it something I even need to do as a drummer? I've had drummers say to me, well, I don't need to stretch. I don't need to exercise. It's fine. I'm fine without it. Okay, fair enough. But let me ask you just a couple of questions before we even go any further. Do you think that eating a little bit better and stretching a little bit or exercising a little bit is going to hurt you or take something away from your drumming? Do you think learning to relax a little bit, let go of some stress and some worry is going to hinder you from progressing somehow? It's going to, again, hurt you somehow? It's not. It's only going to benefit you. So, again, I'm not asking you for anything. I'm actually asking you to give yourself just a few minutes each day, because I truly believe it's better if you can only practice small amounts of time in a day. It's better to practice every single day, if only for a few minutes, to work on consistency and your technique, rather than once a week for an hour or even worse, once a month for 2 hours. So every single day, even if you can practice 5 days. And that's all I'm asking you for, is to give yourself some time. To go over these techniques, to do these stretches. You know, we're going to do some stretches today, right now, and we're going to go over some foundational drumming. And I did say the word foundational, I know, but let me not get ahead of ourselves. Now, why do you need to stretch? Well, because your body wants it. Your muscles and tendons benefit from it. Your oxygen level in your blood benefits from it. Your blood flow benefits from it. You'll feel better. You'll have more energy. Your drumming will be better. So why not? So with that being said, it's time. Right now, you and I are going to stand up and we're going to do about 8 to 10 stretches right now, right here. And seriously, if I can get up right now and put this video up on YouTube. My friends know me. I could not read in front of a classroom when I was a kid, my book reports. Every Saturday, like I said, I give a live class on Drumeo. I have private students, and now I'm out here right on YouTube for everybody to see. So if I could do this right here, you can stand up in the privacy of your own home and do a few stretches with me right now. Now, when you do these stretches on your own this week, you're going to do 2 reps each, meaning you'll go to your left side, you'll do your right side, then you'll do your left side again, and then you'll do your right side. But today, just for the lesson, we're going to do 1 rep. We'll go left and right, and we'll move on to the next technique. Okay? Now, here's my guarantee and my promise. If you stay true to yourself and you do these stretches right here, whether you do them in the morning or you do them before you play, do these stretches every day. It's going to take you not even 5 minutes probably. Okay? If you do these stretches every day and you do these simple techniques we're going to do on the pad set in a few minutes, I guarantee you, you will be back here next week for part 2. I guarantee it. So with that being said, enough. Posture. When you're stretching, doing any exercise, you want a good posture. Today we're going to do freestanding stretches, no form. Okay? They're just standing up. A good posture. Your feet should not be, right now, they should be at about hips length. You don't want them further apart. You want your feet straight in front of you. I'm standing to the side so you can see my posture. So we'll go from the ground up. Feet flat on the floor, pointing forward at about your hips length. Okay? As far as your hips, you want to tighten up your stomach muscles a little. It's going to help you pull your core together. Tighten your stomach muscles up a little. Don't keep your buttocks and your back arched like this. Pull it in. Okay? Watch that move. I'm pushing it in as I'm tightening. Okay? Keeping your stomach muscles a little tight. My shoulders are round shouldered now. Pull them back and down, and there you'll have that. Straighten out your back, and your neck will fall into place. So standing from the front, here's my posture. No problem. The first exercise, the first stretch we're going to do is the neck. We're going to go from the top down. You know, neck, shoulders, back, mid-back, legs, ankles, arms, wrists. Makes sense, right? You're a drummer. So with me, we're going to go 5 times left, 5 times right. We're going to start with a neck roll. You'll do this twice at home on your own, twice each side. When you're doing your neck rolls, you do not want to touch your ear to your shoulder. You do not want to bring the back of your head all the way back, and you do not want to force your chin all the way down. You're doing nice motions just to get the muscle moving, just to wake it up. You're not looking to crack your spine and all that crazy stuff. So with me, right now I'm going to go to the left first, 5 times, small circles. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? I might have done 1 extra. Let's go to the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? From there, I want you to simply turn your head to the left, bringing your chin over your shoulder back. You'll feel it pulling on the side of your neck and on the other side. Hold that there for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come all the way to the right, and you're going to hold that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look at center, right ahead. From here, straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Back to center and up. Not all the way, just up enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll do all those twice, okay? So from here, we want to bring it down to our shoulders. We want to open up our shoulders. We do them all the time. Bring your right arm out, bring it across your chest. Try and keep your shoulders. You don't want to bring your shoulder all the way out on the move. Bring your shoulder here, then pull it into yourself nice and tight and hold that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? Left arm up, bring it across and pull it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let it out. Again, remember you're doing these twice. This is one of my favorites. It's a side stretch. I'm sorry you will not be able to see the top of my hands over my head, but I'm simply going to be bringing my hands up over my head just like this. No triangle, no palms together. This is the position above your head, okay? So from here, you got your hands up. With your left hand, grab your right wrist, okay? From here, we're going to lean to the left. We're not leaning by pushing our hip out. No, 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 no. We're leaning above our hip. We're stretching out the muscle from our hip up. So no pushing your hip out, lean above your hip. So arms up, grab your right wrist with your left hand and come to the left. Once you feel everything pulling, then just grab and pull your arm, your right arm, just a little bit with your left arm. Just get that extra stretch and hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back up to center. Switch your grip. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and lean to the right. Feel it pull and then give that left arm a tug. Now as a drummer, you could feel this in your arm, your shoulder, down your side. You know exactly why we're doing these stretches now. It's common sense for drummers, okay? So come back up to center. Now don't let me find out you're only doing these once. You have to do these twice on your own, okay? So after that, we're going to do a forward fold. Another one. This is going to open up your spine and your neck. You're going to bring your arms straight up in the air, above your head, palms forward, okay? You're going to continue to look at me. You're going to keep your back straight. You're going to bend again above the hips. Come forward, looking at me, back straight, looking at me, look down, look down. Now you're starting to look at your toes. Leave your back rounded, let it fall and collapse. Arms hanging, you could cradle them. Arms hanging, head hanging. So from this position, let me tuck my shirt so you can hear me and I'm not muddled. From this position, you'll take your hands behind your head and just push in on your head. Open up your spine, just that little bit of extra space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let your arms hang down and slowly start coming up. Slowly start coming up. Your shoulders, arms, and neck are still hanging. Slowly coming up, letting your shoulders fall back into place and bringing your head up. It's a great stretch. We have to go backwards. Don't go too far on the lean back, okay? So, arms up. I usually, same thing. You can make the triangle pose when you're doing the forward fold and backward. So from here, just give a little lean back. Go back as far as you can. It's comfortable. I can't talk because I start to quiver when I go back that a little further. So I'm going to go back and hold it for a few seconds and then come forward. Bring your arms down. And when you're breathing, you should breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. When you're holding a pose and you realize you're holding your breath, that's time for you to start breathing. That's your reminder. Every time you realize you're not breathing, breathe. Simple. Okay? So from here, we are going to do our arms, and then we're going into legs, and then we're going to jump behind the pad set. So from here, bring your hand up, your left arm up, open up your palm, grab your fingers with your right hand, and just pull back. Let's open up our fingers. Let's open up the flexor and extensor muscles in our forearm and give it a nice pull and hold that for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3. Let it out. Shake it out. Bring your right arm up. Pull it back a little bit. Don't overextend yourself. I'm not there with you. You know where what your limitations are. Don't exceed them. We're just waking up our muscles and just doing some basic stretches. Okay? Hold that. Shake it out. Now from here again, put both palms up, make a fist. Now turn that fist down and hold it. Try and get it all the way to the ground, like pointing your knuckles all the way down. Bend it as much as you can. Hold it. Hold it. Slowly let it up. Shake it out. We're going to do a couple of leg lifts, and that's it. And then we're going to jump behind the pad set. The first one is going to be a very basic knee bend. Hips length, your feet, shoulders back, tucked, tight, okay? Your good posture. Just simply bring your leg back up, grab inside, and just pull it back and bring knee to knee and open up your thigh. Stretch that out right there. Okay, hold that. Now, as far as your balance, if you're teetering on your foot, you need to relax your foot and let it sink into the floor. Okay, I'm teetering a little bit right now. I'll let my foot sink and relax. Just hold it. Breathe. Let it down. Switch your legs. Bring it up. Bring it back. Hold. You can hold the wall, chair if you need to. Okay. From here, bring it down. We're going to bring our knee up to our chest. Again, all right, very simple. Bring it up, grab, and just pull it in. Opening up your thighs, your hips, muscles in your buttocks. Yes, I said buttocks. Okay. Hold that for a moment. Let it down. We're almost done, kiddies. Left leg up. My little carpet's slipping out from under me. I'll use the wall this time. See? I'll cheat. Look at that. Get my balance, and then I'll come back. Now hold on to that. Ooh. See, no edits. Straight through, beginning to end. I mess up, you see it. We're only human. Get that stretch nice and good. Our last stretch is going to be our ankles. It's one of my absolute favorite, because it's always last in my routine. But it really, really feels great. It's great for us. I stretch with my shoes off, and this stretch in particular is night and day difference with shoe on and shoe off. So I suggest doing it with your shoe off, okay? Very simple. You're going to bring your toes behind you. You're going to rest them on the floor, and you're going to try to bring the top of your foot to the ground. So watch what I'm doing, okay? Just from here, just push it down, and you'll feel a beautiful, comfortable, so satisfying stretch right in here in your foot. And just really, I just sit here sometimes and I press that down really good like this. I hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let it up. Put your foot in front and pull it all the way back, toes back. Stretch out the bottom of your foot now because we did that. Switch your stance. Foot behind, toes behind. Put them down. If they crack, they crack. And put that top down and just push it. Just push it. Open up your foot. Open it up. Open it up. Open it up. Now today is going to be posture and hands on the pad set, no feet, but you still want to do this because you're going to be doing your own practices this week as well as what I'm going to show you. Holding this. Now come up. Foot out. Toes back. Awesome. Awesome. That's it. Those are about, 10 basic stretches today. Do them a few times this week. I promise you, I guarantee you, if you do these stretches and you do the exercises we're about to do every single day for a few minutes each day, I guarantee you, you will be back here next week for lesson number 2. The reason I say a few minutes each day is because that's the key again, consistency. Do your exercises if only a few minutes a day. It's so much better than waiting till the end of the week to get your exercise in. That's rushed. It's stressed. It doesn't work. There's plenty of time in a day. There's plenty of minutes in a day. So go grab a glass of water, hit pause, and I'll see you behind the pad set in just a moment. Okay? Thank you. All right. Welcome back. So now we've done a nice good stretch. You're going to do this stretch a few times a week, hopefully every day. Without me talking, you going through the moves. It's just going to be just a couple of minutes each day. All right? And we're going to do the same thing with our lesson right now. This is foundational drumming. Now, foundational is not a real word. It'll always come up wrong in spell check. But as a drummer, you have many different assets that are your building blocks. You just don't have one great element. There are many things that make a good, well-rounded drummer. many different foundations we rely on. So foundational drumming is the perfect word, and it's the word of the day. So today's exercises, there's going to be about 3 or 4. They're 1-minute exercises. That's it. When I said to you, I'm literally asking you for a couple of minutes a day to give yourself a few minutes a day, I meant that. So again, your stretches, they'll be done quick without me talking, you going in through the 2 reps each side, okay? So the same thing. So foundational drumming, we're not bringing our foot into it today. I know that kind of sounds odd with foundational, but we're not. We're right now going to talk about our back. Again, like stretching, you want a good straight back. You want your shoulders even. Your practicing posture is different from your natural playing posture. When you're practicing, you want to be conscious all the time of how you're sitting, how your back is, where your arms are. When you're out playing a gig or recording and playing naturally, you'll relax more. But by practicing in a better posture and with your techniques, practicing with a better posture and being aware of this, your natural playing position will be better, if this makes sense to you. So your practicing posture is a straight back, your elbows at your side, not out here. You should not be playing drums like this, okay? The first thing you're going to do is a 3-phase grip shift from German to American to French. So with your elbows at your side and your back straight, German position is palms up, slight curvature in the wrist, okay? This is your German position. You can put the sticks down for now. So here you're in your German position. From German, you're not bringing your hands in like this. I've also seen drummers playing like this. I don't even know what that is. This is it's just bad, okay? It's bad for your hands, it's bad posture, it's bad technique. So, German position, we're not talking about power, we're not talking about dexterity, we're not talking about bounce right now, we're talking about movement. So, you're in German position. What you're doing is bringing your hands in and turning them at the same time. So, from German, you're now in American, or otherwise known as relaxed, okay? From here, you're turning more, your thumbs are now straight up, you're in French position, okay? So your first practice, 1 minute on a timer, egg timer, iPhone timer, I don't care what kind of timer, second hand on a clock, is you're going to go single stroke roll, good posture, okay? We're going to do nice strokes. We're going to go German, American, French. Okay? German, American, French. You can do it relaxed. Do it with bounce. Do it rigid. I don't care how. I just want that motion. The turn, the pull and turn. Pull and turn, turn and push. Pull and turn and push. So set a timer, 1 minute a day. Okay, that's your first exercise. So your second exercise is going to be the thumb and forefinger snap. This is very simple. You're going to do this one for 1 minute a day as well. You're opening up your entire hand. You're just holding the stick with your thumb and forefinger. In one motion, you can use your wrist as well, because whether you just use your thumb and forefinger or you bring a little wrist movement into it, it's not going to make that much of a difference. So it's okay to use a little wrist in it. It's my move. I say it's okay anyway. Okay? So at the same time you're coming up, you're just bringing your thumb back. See that? So you're coming up, and then with your pointer finger, you're pulling down and pushing forward with your thumb. We're not working on a molar technique, okay? No 2 hits with one motion. Nothing like that. We're just thumb and forefinger snap. Both hands. Sorry. Practicing posture. Very important. Nice and straight. Elbows at your side. That's your second exercise for 1 minute. The third exercise is going to be the thumb and forefinger bounce. And again, this is an open-handed exercise. You're not using your other hands. If you take a bounce and you remove the wrist, you're left with the fingers. If you take these 3 fingers out of it, your root to your motion is in your thumb and forefinger. So we've got the 3-phase grip shift. You've got the thumb and forefinger snap. And now just your thumb and forefinger bounce. The stick wiggle. Okay? See the motion? See, I'm turning my thumbs just so you can see it. See? That's not how you want your thumb. You want your thumb flat in this portion here. You're looking for a nice, broad, meaty part of the thumb on the stick. Underneath, it's right in the groove of my pointer finger. And you're making a pivot point, and you're going to do this. 3 exercises. That's all I'm asking you to do this week. I'm asking you to give yourself 3 minutes a day. 3 minutes, 180 seconds. So grab an iPhone, an egg timer, again, the second hand on the clock. Set it for 60 seconds. Do your 3-phase grip shift. Set it for 60 seconds. Do your thumb and forefinger snap. Set it for 60 seconds and do your thumb and forefinger bounce. In a good practice posture, breathing, don't forget to breathe. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And do your exercises and focus. Focus on your move. Okay? Now, a little trick that nobody ever tells you is you want to mirror your right hand with your left hand. Next lesson, we're really going to get into some left hand building. But what I also want you to take a look at this week, don't practice anything, we'll save it for next week, is the upside down grip. If you turn your hands upside down, okay, and you bring your right hand up, you'll see the motion. If you bring your left hand up, you'll see that straight motion. Now you see how I struggled a little bit with it? The left hand is my weaker hand. So next week we're going to get into some really cool left hand development. So again, do your stretches without me talking. It's going to be just a few minutes. Do your stretches every day and do this 3 minutes a day. That's it. If you do these, I'll see you next week. You will be back. So until then, go practice. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to talk to you and answer them. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.